Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel ExcelVBA Expert. In today's video, we are going to solve top 2 advanced SQL interview question. So let's start without wasting time. So in the question number 1, if you guys look at, so we are having two tables, order table and invoice table, and the output we are required, which is on the bottom side, right? So here what I want is, if in the order ID, any order ID is existing in the invoice table, for example, 2 is existing, right? So if order ID in order table, if you will look at, so we are having order ID as a 2, and this order ID is available in the invoice table. The status, the very important thing here we have to understand is, we want the data, we want to have our output only for those invoices which are pending or not existing in the invoice table. If we look at, so 3 and 5 from the order table, we are having this order ID which are not available in the invoice, which means something is pending and the invoice is not created so far, right? So we want the pending status plus the status of those orders which are for which the invoices are not created so far. Okay, so what we have to do is, let's start solving it, and I already have created these tables, okay, in the SQL. If you look at, so here I have created the order table and the invoice table. So let's first of all find out the matchable record which are available in the order ID and in the invoice table, and the status is showing as the pending, right? So let's do it. Select, okay, and the output is required order ID, customer name, and the status. Only three fields we are required. So orders dot, okay, select orders dot order ID, and next we want customer name. So customer name is available in the orders dot customer name. Next we are wanting here the status, so invoice dot status. Okay, from where, from orders tables, for example. Then inner join put, then invoice, okay, on orders dot order ID and invoice dot order ID. So if we will look at, so here we are having the matchable values, right? But here we have a condition, we want the records where the status is showing as pending. So here write the one condition where status 1 is equal to pending. Okay, so here what we have done, we have extracted the top, the output, the status which is showing as a pending. Now here we are looking, now next query you have to create the values, the orders ID which are not available in the invoice table. Those details you have to extract. How? Let's do it. Select orders dot order ID, okay, and orders dot customer name. Invoice we do not have. Okay, we want the status simple, from orders inner join invoice on orders dot order ID is equal to invoices dot order. We look, okay, this is what. But here what we want the not matchable, so instead of equal put here non-equal, simple. Now if you will look at, so here we are having just a bit, something is not good, equal. So these are the value which are existing 1 to 4, right? Inner join we have done and everything we have done here, right? On orders and order ID and put it here. And the status we want it. For example, from the invoice status. Okay. So but we are having some issues. What issues? Right here equal, for example. And here 1 to 4. 1 2 4 which are available here, right, in the order ID. Apart from this, what we want, we don't want these records, right? So what we have to do, so we are aware of these order ID which we are having, okay, which we are having in the invoice, but these are the records which we are not looking for. We are looking for 3 and 5. So for 3 and 5, what we have to do, it should be solved by this, order IDs, orders dot order, invoice dot order ID, unequal. This should be the answer orders dot order id, orders dot customer, invoice dot status. So we are repeating here 2 3 4 5. Okay, right here left one for example, and instead of this equal order, sorry, invoice dot order id. Now if you will look at, so here what we are having here, look, the status where we are having as a null 3 and 5, that is what we are looking for. So right here where status, simple, invoice dot status is null. You look, 3 and 5 we were looking for, right? We were looking for 3 and 5, simple. Now if we are putting here union all, so what it will, what it will give me, it will give me 2 3 5 Bob Charlie Ema, Bob Charlie Ema, pending. Null here, instead of null we are looking to replacing it as a no invoice created, for example. So what we can do here, we simply can write here, you know, no invoice, simple. Now let's run it. You look, so we have achieved this output. Okay, we have bifurcated these two queries separately. First we written this, second we written this, then eventually we have, you know, concatenated these two queries, okay, to make it for one. And when we are executing it, we are having our output accurately as we were looking for, you know, as we were looking for. Okay, so this is something which I will give you in the description box. From there you guys can download it for your practice. All right. Okay, so now let's move to the question number 2. In the question number 2, you look, here we are having this employee table, this is the project table. Okay, and here we are having the common thing is employee id and employee id, and output is here employee id we are looking for, which are, see, these are all the employee IDs we are looking for. And if we are having any project name here, okay, we were looking for it, we are looking employee id, employee id, employee name, these are the two, you know, columns which is exactly the same we are having in the employee table. And the project name we are just, you know, through the join we have to extract against each employee id from the project table what are the projects are assigned to these people. If we are not having any project, for example for this one, so here we will have to, you know, put it as a no project. Okay, so let's copy this table and create a table here. And the table, question number 2, for example, here create table, and we are looking for employee id, or write it here as employee table. Okay, employee table, give it employee id as begin, for example. All right, next, first name as variable, next. Okay, we are creating the table first. Salary, for example, salary. Okay, begin. Next, joining date, we are not going to join department, we do not have the, you know, requirement of this, leave it. Salary, let's make it 3 columns we are having in the employee table. In the project table we are having, simple, run it, create table, then project table. Okay, and employee id as begin. Okay, project table as begin, not as, and project name as variable. Let's execute. Now let's refresh it. We are working in the Anjali database so far. Now we are inserting the data in the tables. We should have a employee table. Here we are having edit. So in the edit, now we have to copy the data. Simple, just copy it and paste it. Okay, now the second is the project table. Where is the right, and edit top 200. Copy it, paste it. Now let's select star from employee table, not this employee table. Select star from project table. execute. Now we are having these two tables. So first, let's start writing. Select, the employee table, employee ID we are looking for. Okay, employee table we are looking for employee name. Then project table we are looking for project name. Okay, from employee table, left join, then project table. On employee table, employee ID, project table dot employee. Now let's execute. Now here we are having the null. So null we are not looking for. So right here simple, just copy it. Where project name is not null, copy it. Okay, just now copy the same, paste it. Now here is null. Okay, is null, and put it here as a in the project. Instead of project name, put it here no project. Simple. Execute. Okay, now union all. Let's concatenate. Now you look the no project. We are in the against three. We are having no project. This is something we have done. If you want to, make it, if for example, now I think we have achieved our output correctly. Okay, 1 2 4 5 3, 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so select, start from table. Now let's execute. Is it working fine? No. Okay, let's leave it. Now we have achieved our output correctly. Okay, so these are the query which I will give you in the description box, and the data as well. Data is already here. Okay, and I will attach this file in the description box. From there you guys can download it for your practice. I hope guys that you must have learned something new. Let me know if you have any question in the comment box, and I will try to emphasize that in the better way if you have not understood anything so far. Okay, so thank you so much everyone for watching the video. Thanks a lot.